Good evening, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is David Okon, and we are at the end of summer in the United Kingdom. Here today, we are 1 hour backward. It's something to do with time zone. Leave a comment if you know anything about time zone. Hello, hello, hello. I'm in the park. I'm in the park. I've been moving around in the park. Moving in the park. It's a river. It's a sunset in Britain. Sunset in Britain. This is the park. I think it is called South Park. It's been quiet. We're just trying to take photographs, pictures. Leave a comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are about this place. Comment below. Continue watching. Stay tuned. It's a beautiful park. End of the summer, beginning of winter. Sooner or later, we are going to see the beginning of winter. As you can see, this is the river. I would say the pond, probably. But you know, you haven't subscribed to the channel and let me know your thoughts around the river, around this lake, so to speak. There are so many birds, and there are also so many bird droppings, which is okay, except that it can be messy. So it's been quiet. So it's been very quiet. Just taking the pictures or this riverside, this whatever you call it, leave a comment below. If you think this is a pond, if you think this is a river, leave a comment below and let me know your thoughts. Stay tuned, continue watching. It is a quiet park. The weather now getting colder. The weather is getting cold. Yes, the weather is getting cold. Leave a comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Grace. This is because of the weather. The weather is getting cold. So there is an open ground on the other side. Quite beautiful. People are actually playing balls. Bat balls. If probably you know what a bat ball is. Football will also be played on the other side. The other side of the river. Other side of the river, right there. Sunset in Britain. So right there, you can see ball games. Ball games being played. Found a lot. A lot of birds flying around. It's getting darker. A lot of activities. So many swans here. Ducks actually. There are ducks. So many, they are swimming and feeding as well. They are so used to people. Jumps in the water. As they greet the water side. Let me try to go on the other side. Thank you so much for watching. As such, going to the other side. two big, beautiful dogs in the park. Fantastic
Let me
dogs.
get that shot on fire. I see a picture of that block.
Two big, beautiful dogs. Got two dogs running, big dogs. They are quite beautiful, very good looking dogs, but they are quite big. So you can tell from around here, coming around the lake, or I think it is a lake. Oh, I don't know if you know what this is, whether it is a pond or just a lake, and leave a comment below. Take the birds. I got on fire. Very well. We lot of droppings here. It's not exactly very clean. Leave lot of droppings there. They themselves are very beautiful. cities, they are so used to people. They are very used to people. People always feed them. So when they see people, they expect to be fed. They expect to be fed. But the mess they live here make this very dirty. Yeah, also the swans right there, they're so amazing. But I won't go very near because we are living the water front is the edge of the water is quite dirty because they are dropping. It's their place, their area, their property, their territory. Those are the swans. Let me try to follow the swan as much as I can. Ice cream van. Right here. Selling ice cream. This incentive, they are droppings.
Oh my goodness, what the hell?
This incentive has the droppings, otherwise they are people actually watch them a little bit. They don't really hang around. Then so much put their so many. Those are the nice places. Their droppings are very messy. But still they are so beautiful. The water and the birds are extremely amazing. There are some creatures not really allowed in the park. The notices is allowing certain species of birds. I don't know where else to go. People playing ball there. Yes. Sunset. The weather is quite good today. It's amazing how warm it is outside. But inside was so cold in the house. Extremely cold in the house. I didn't even think to come back. The sunshine today is very genuine. It is amazing. It's so beautiful. Just so thank you. Sunset. The last stages of summer. last stages of summer coming now towards autumn here in the United Kingdom. The latter stages indeed of summer, probably the last day of summer today. The last day of summer today. As you can see, the final stages of summer, so to speak, are the clock actually changed yesterday. The clock changed yesterday at 2 a.m. The clock went back from 1 o'clock, 1 a.m. in the morning, and it went back to 2 a.m. in the morning, and the UK time is 1 hour backward from the summertime. The last Sunday of October is when the clock goes back every year. The last Sunday of March is when the clock actually goes forward. So in most part of the world, Britain today is 1 hour behind. So the clock went back today. The last stages of summer, the beginning of autumn going towards winter. So now, if you are to enjoy good weather in summer, then this is the last opportunity to enjoy summertime. And also part of autumn time as well. So there are calling sounds. Seeking best opportunity. There you are. So many swans here, ducks actually. There are ducks, plenty of them. So many, they are swimming and feeding as well. They are so used to people. Jumps in the water. As they breathe the water side. Let me try. Hello, hello, hello. I'm in the park. I'm in the park. I've been moving around in the park. Moving in the park. It's a river. It's a sunset in Britain. Sunset in Britain. This is the park. I think it is called South Park. It's been quiet. We're just trying to take photographs, pictures. Leave a comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are about this place. Leave a comment below. Continue watching. Stay tuned. It's a beautiful park. End of the summer, beginning of winter. Sooner or later, we are going to see the beginning of winter. As you can see, this is the river. I would say a pond, probably a lake. Leave a comment below. Let me know if you haven't subscribed. Subscribe to this YouTube channel and let me know your thoughts around the river, around this lake, so to speak. There are so many birds, and there are also so many birds droppings, which is okay, except that it can be messy. So it's been quiet. So it's been very quiet. Just taking the pictures of this riverside, this whatever you call it. Leave a comment below. If you think this is a pond, If you think this is a river, leave a comment below and let me know your thoughts. Stay tuned, continue watching. It is a quiet park. The weather is now getting colder. The weather is getting cold. Yes, the weather is getting cold. Leave a comment below. Let me know your thoughts. This is how I'm dressed. This is because of the weather. The weather is getting cold. So there is an open ground on the other side. Quite beautiful. People are actually playing balls, bat balls. Leave a comment below if you know what a bat ball is. Football also being played on the other side. The other side of the river. Other side of the river, right there. Sunset in Britain. So right there you can see ball games. Ball games being played. Leave a comment below. A lot of birds flying around. It's getting darker. A lot of activities. So many swans here, ducks actually. There are ducks, plenty of them. So many, they are swimming and feeding as well. They are so used to people. Jumps in the water. As they greet the water side. Let me try to go on the other side. Thank you so much for watching. As such, going to the other side. Two big beautiful dogs in the park. fantastic dogs. Quite beautiful. Two big, beautiful dogs.
Yeah. Come on.
God. There you go. Got two dogs running, big dogs. They are quite beautiful, very good looking dogs, but they are quite big. So you can tell how it looks from around here. Coming around the lake, or I think it is a lake, or a pond. Leave a comment below if you know what this is, whether it is a pond or just a lake, and leave a comment below. Take the birds. Spectacular sight. As you can see, very beautiful. They walk way on the other side. A lot of droppings here. It's not exactly very clean. A lot of their droppings. They leave a lot of droppings there. Very unclean. They themselves are very beautiful. Leave a comment below if you know what this seabirds. Quite beautiful. South Park. As it is, they are so used to people. They are very used to people. People always feed them. So when they see people, they expect to be fed. They expect to be fed. But the mess they live here make this very dirty. There are also the swans right there. They are so amazing. But I won't go very near because they are really the water front as it is. The edge of the water is quite dirty because of their droppings. This is their place. This is their area. Their privacy, their territory. Those are the swans. Let me try to follow the swan as much as I can. And they swim away. Ice cream van. Right here. Selling ice cream. The disincentive is their droppings, really. Oh, baby, look at the heaven. That's heaven. Disincentive has to do with the droppings. Otherwise, they are people actually watch them a little bit. They don't really hang around them so much because there are so many. It's not a nice place to be. Their droppings are very messy, but still they are so beautiful. The water and the birds are extremely amazing. There are some creatures not really allowed in the park. They are notices disallowing certain species of birds. I don't know where else to go. People playing ball there. Yes. Sunset. The weather is quite good today. It's amazing how warm it is outside. But inside it was so cold in the house. Extremely cold in the house. I didn't even think to come back. The sunshine today is very genuine. It's amazing. It's so beautiful. Just so you can see sunset. The last stages of summer. Last stages of summer coming now towards autumn here in the United Kingdom. The latter stages indeed of summer, probably the last day of summer today. The last day of summer today. As you can see, the final stages of summer, so to speak, are the clock actually changed yesterday. The clock changed yesterday at 2 a.m. The clock went back from 1 o'clock, 1 a.m. in the morning, and it went back to 2 a.m. in the morning, and the UK time is 1 hour backward from the summertime. The last Sunday of October is when the clock goes back every year. The last Sunday of March is when the clock actually goes forward. So in most part of the world, Britain today is 1 hour behind. So the clock went back today. The last stages of summer, the beginning of autumn going towards winter. So now, if you are to enjoy good weather in summer, then this is the last opportunity to enjoy summertime. And also part of autumn time as well. So I was coming out of the park, so I met my friends. I met some friends, some Asian friends from the park, and they were talking to me. I was recording a video, and the park was very nice, fresh air. I was just recording my video, and I met them. There were students. Some of them were students. Some of them were coming to work. Some of them came on a work visa. One of them subscribed to my YouTube channel. Fantastic. It pays sometimes to come out and about to speak to people on the streets while doing this process. And the first time in the history of this channel, not for the first time, the first time was actually when I went to buy a new phone at somewhere called EE EE is a telephone provider, so I was at their workshop buying a new phone, and I met the guy who was serving me. The guy working at EE. He's a very good customer service provider. So I really like his service, and so I got his business number, and he subscribed to my YouTube channel. So he was the first a meeting on the street, because if you go to a shop, you're on the street effectively. You make friends with somebody in the shop, which is really nice. So I met these Asian boys who were moving around. They said to me, they have work permit to work in the United Kingdom. They work permit to work in the United Kingdom. One of them, can't remember their name anymore, the Asian names. One of them is studying engineering, and I believe they are telling me the truth. Although they are studying in the UK, some of them are working. They are still learning English, which is what Britain is about. There are so many institutions of learning in Britain, and there are also places, thank you, there are places of work, there's places of study, and that makes Britain a good place to be. So I met them, and one of them subscribed to my YouTube channel. They were very nice. If all goes well, we are going to meet and cook Indian food, and that will also be an opportunity for me to do cookery food for my channel. And so it was quiet in the park. I think the park is called South Park. If you live around here, leave a comment below, let me know. If you know where South Park is. I feel a bit tired, but I think it's a price worth paying, because walking in the park is quite easy. If you think of an activity which is extremely easy to perform, then you will know that walking in the park is a very easy thing to do. I really like this car. This is a Toyota, an old one. It's quite nice, especially in Africa. Land Cruiser. And it's an old version of Land Cruiser, but it's quite effective, quite reliable, quite robust. It's such a robust machine. God's willing, I will get one, a used one, and send to Africa. And The future is bright. Which is why it pays to do a walkabout on the street. Never ever underestimate the power of YouTubing. There is a nearby tuition for SAT, GCSE and A level. There's expert help in English, maths and science around here, which is quite interesting. I didn't really know there would be a learning center around here. It is quite almost intriguing, but it is not. It is quite extraordinary. The creativity of small and medium entrepreneurship in the UK. The UK, I would argue that small and medium businesses in the United Kingdom provide a strong backbone to the economy of Britain. And earlier today, educational secretary, I can't remember her name now, a vibrant and a very capable young lady, educational secretary, was being asked about the Labour policy. The Labour policy about taxation on the people they call the working class. The Labour Party called this category of people the working class. And in my opinion, there's a lady called Laura Kunsberg. She's a BBC correspondent. I think she has a project with the BBC. Was asking Laura Kunsberg of the BBC. It was a politics program which was going on the BBC channel. I think it was BBC One channel, and I think two politicians of the Labour Party were asked. They were asked about Labour policy on taxation, on taxing the working people, which the Labour Party nicely are saying there will be no tax rises on the working people, people on low income. I would suggest that is what they are talking about. But in the scheme of things, it seems to me, the Labour Party effectively fails to define its policy effectively, because when they were pressed on the matter as to whether working people will include small and medium businesses, in my opinion, I feel the Labour Party did not really answer the Secretary of State. I think there is going to be an announcement from the Chancellor, Rachel Reeves. I think Rachel Reeves. I think her name is Rachel Reeves. Rachel Reeves, I think. That's who she is. The new Labour government is going to announce a policy on the economy. And that will include policies on taxation, coming, I think, this weekend, before the end of this month. I would suppose that is what is expected from the UK government. And in my opinion, I think the Labour ministers and the Labour MP, when the BBC journalists press them on the question of defining taxation on the whether or not there is going to be taxation on working class. In my opinion, I feel the Labour Party didn't really have time to think through who by way of categorization, policy categorization, in my opinion, BBC seems, the Labour Party appears to have failed to give a clarity of thought as to policy on taxation and whether or not the government is going to tax the working people. Because you see, when they were asked specifically, repeatedly, as to who the Labour government thinks the working people are, hello, hi. Who do you think the working people are?
The working people.
Yeah, who are the working people in Britain, in your opinion?
In my opinion, the working people are the people basically build the foundation for.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course,
So these people,
yes.
like the police officers, they maintain security without.
yes. What's your name?
Abdullah.
Abdullah. You live here. You are Muslim.
Yes, Alhamdulillah.
Pakistan.
Yeah.
Good man. I live just around the corner, and my neighbor is, I think it's called Ahmed, with his boys. I live just across the school. So I'm on the YouTube.
Okay.
So, but you're not going to be shown. Would you like to say hi?
No.
Okay. Look up to yourself.
Thank you. You too.
Okay. Yeah. Met Abdullah here. My supervisor is Abdullah, actually, where I work. So he's from Pakistan. A nice young man. So I was just talking about Labour policy on taxing, whether or not they were going to tax the working class, which is also, in my opinion, the young man here who didn't want to be shown on the channel gave a more, in my opinion, a clearer definition of the working class, the people, and the backbone. He says, you provide the backbone for building this economy, which is quite accurate. A very young man, and astute. He is Muslim, of a Pakistani origin. The place I live in this area are mainly Asians, and they are productive as disciplined, and really culturally they are very resourceful, and always a credit to the local community as always. And I'm so delighted because I live among them as a minority, as a black man from Africa. Obviously, we are black people in the United Kingdom form only, I think, about 4 or 5%. We are not really many. And 80%, over 80% are actually white people in the United Kingdom. All the more reason why the people of Britain should be very relaxed about foreigners who are not white, because they are very minoritarian, rather than any notion of them swamping this country that is far from the truth. This is far from the truth, and what is of factual accuracy is that we are literally a minority, as the proper authorities always refer to us ethnic minorities, as we are few, and also very positive. We work so hard, and we are proud of our culture, we're proud of our communities, and as always. But to go back on the question raised at today's interview in relation to work, this question of taxation and of whether or not the Labour Party is going to tax the working class arose when I met some Asian boys when I walked out of the park, coming back on my way from that way, going home now. I met these young boys. They were very nice to me, they spoke to me, and also subscribed to my, one of them subscribed to my channel, and also promising to share with their family and friends. If they do, it will be really productive. It's very exciting because in terms of statistics, or my YouTube channel, Asia, India in particular, India is third, only after the UK and America. The US is the UK, US, and India. That's what it is. If I could get my channel to grow a lot more and get more Asian Indians to to subscribe to my YouTube channel, then I'm going to be in the money. If you like, you're thinking about close to 2 billion. You're not talking about 2 million. You're talking in terms of billions of population. You need only 10 million to be your subscribers. And if you're selling a product, pray that the Indians like it and they will be able to buy your product to the tune of hundreds of copies of your product. Whatever that product is, that will really do you well in terms of income, in terms of business proficiency. Going back to the question of taxation, by far, the Labour Party coming to power as recently as in July, if my memory serves me effectively, the Labour Party is set to not raise taxes on working people. However, it appears to me deriving from the interview, the Labour politicians and ministers were asked by the BBC to define working people. In my opinion, it seems to me they haven't really thought it through. The Labour Party is a political party, also a government in a rush, because it seems that the Labour Party did not necessarily expect to come into power with that such massive majority seen recently as in July when they came into power. The Labour Party coming into power with the biggest ever landslide since God knows when, and to imagine that the Labour Party coming into power with a majority more than the majority of Boris Johnson of the Conservative Party is nothing short of a miracle. And to my mind, I believe that the Labour Party has never had a greater opportunity to implement on its promises to the British people, and it is slightly disheartening seeing the Labour ministers seemingly failing to define their policy on taxation, whether or not they are set to not raise taxes on the working class. And the question is whether the working classes appears to be ill thought through and failing in terms of defining who the working class are. And I would say, like Laura Kunsberg of the BBC said correctly, that asking, pressing the minister, educational secretary, pressing her on the question as to how to define who the working class is, and also asking the minister, Secretary of State, because the Secretary of State for Education said to the minister that working people are people who work for a living and they are paid salaries. That is a poor definition, in my opinion. And the minister fails further, finding ourselves into a type of a hole in defining very badly, defining who a working person is. Because you see, the thing is, the Labour Party is right, because the working party, working people in technical terms, are the people who work for a living. And But I think the logic of their policy, or the 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 credentials of their policy rests on actually supporting people who are low income. That is thing what was Laura Kulbach was trying to argue out of the minister. But the minister has a point, because in terms of technicality, the working people, the people who work for living, and although it would be sensible for the Labour Party government to include, how are you? Yeah, I'm doing my YouTube video. Yeah. There is a YouTube video for YouTube channel. So, as it is, I went out today. I went to the park in East London. Have a bit of a walkabout. So I've been walking a lot. I went to the park. The end of summer is almost there. It's near. Thank you to everyone who have been watching. Locking myself in. I met a few neighbors. I also met a few friends. Along the way, in the neighborhood, I meet strangers as well. I met strangers, I met some Asian people, because where I live, there are so many Asian people in this neighborhood. So as you can see, this is a bedroom. The advantages and the disadvantages of going out, because going out for me means I have to walk a lot, use my foot a lot. I did a lot of walking today. I think the walking was a bit of an overdrive. Going out and doing a lot of walking, talking to strangers, almost speaking to animals as well, speaking to the birds of the air, wading birds in the sea, as you will hopefully see recorded in the video. This place is very cold. Hesitating to put on the heater. If you don't live in the United Kingdom, if you don't live in a country where they use heater, then do well to know that in the United Kingdom we use heater to heat our home, to keep it warm. You are in a tropical area in Africa, you probably will not understand immediately what it means precisely or otherwise. You may not understand the idea of using ether, although having come back from walking around, going out, having gone out, walking around, it is actually warm inside here, and if I may say so, it has been energizing going out, very energizing, so to speak, very energizing, with the result that as things are, what I would say is that it is warm. It is, if you can imagine, if something is energizing, if you walk a lot, you produce a lot of energy, you become warm. Whereas before going out today, before going out as such, this place was extremely cold, and I expect when I sit to settle down, when I sit in a minute to settle down, this place is going to be cold again. But never mind, I know when to put the heat on. But actually also set on automatic. If it is cold now, sometimes you feel colder than you should feel, because my system is set so that if it is genuinely cold, it turns itself on automatically. My heater turns itself on automatically. I'm trying to access my my laptop. I don't know what has happened. If I enter wrong pin many times, he might refuse me access for a while. I hope it doesn't, because I need to get in. I have gotten in. I've actually got in to my let me just show you. So let us end this video. We started this video a long journey, visiting park, looking at the summer, documenting, recording the end of summer, entering into autumn. As you can see, in autumn is increasingly cold. If you compare autumn with summer is quite warm. Autumn is now it's a transitioning from normal weather into the weather of winter, which is really severely cold. That is how outside look like. So we are coming to an end. If you have been watching this material, there are going to be 2 videos, because I collected a lot of materials from the park mainly, and also alongside roadside, and also moving around in the home, just walking about in the garden, and also speaking to the neighbors, speaking to people, or a few people on the street about certain issues. Yes, a casual conversation. And the parks in the United Kingdom are extraordinarily amazing. They are really beautiful. in their own ways, and the leaves are turning yellowish broadly, but there are a mixture of colors. Some of them are reddish, orange, even most of the weeds, most of the leaves are actually falling off the trees because they are now preparing to persevere during summer, during winter. Every beast of the field, the birds of the air, and men and women of cities and countryside across the world of Britain and also the temperate region, maybe in the northern hemisphere or in the south, we experience extreme weather of winter, which is extremely cold, but also enjoyable in many ways. A lot of people enjoy the experience of the cold weathers. Not just cold, but it's a type of of life happening, in this world, and that's what we are experiencing. We are experiencing now the ending of summer, the beginning of winter, of autumn, which leads into winter. So stay tuned for this part of the video because I collected a lot of material yesterday. I think I overworked, if there is such thing as overworking, where you would work more than usual, more than you normally do, which is what happened yesterday. So kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel to support it, and click like and leave a comment. Let me know your feedback. What you think you happened at the park? There were so many people, not extremely many, because people are now keeping indoors. The height of outing has been in summer. This is Saturday, so now people are catching or are up to the final stages of sunshine. Yesterday it was very sunny. Today is a bit gloomy, slightly rainy, slightly overcast, but not really so much. My thinking is that later on today, we are going to see some form of sunshine. I have the traffic on the road is less than yesterday when I went out yesterday, because I'm continuing with this video, just to do editing, and now finishing from where I continued. There are going to be a couple of videos. I'll post the one today, tomorrow, and the other will organize again and post it tomorrow. So stay tuned. Keep an eye on these videos, and give a like, subscribing, sharing with family and friends. Thank you so much. See you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.